Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Vlogmas day 3. I had to stop and think there. Today we are going, I'm gonna hit a local store. They have it all decorated for Christmas, so I am very anxious to see what is inside. And then I am gonna stop and get some warm coffee because they also have some goodies in there, I'm sure. And let's see. Oh, and then I have to do some errands. I go to the pharmacy, blah, 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 blah. A lot of fun stuff today. So, welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. Hi guys, I thought I would just pop in really quick and kind of just give you an update about what has been going on this evening. I have not felt at all well, and I am starting to get a sore throat and I've got an earache. In fact, I put my jammies on and I climbed into bed, and I don't know what it was, but I haven't even washed my face yet. That's how bad it is. I'm just like, I panicked and I just had a really good cry because I felt like, how am I going to do Vlogmas if I'm sick? And I'm like, my mind is just like panicking and thinking I've got all of these places to be, all these things to do, and it's going to be boring and people are going to make fun of me. And I mean, talk about spinning out. This girl here was spinning out. So, anyway, I wanted to be real with you guys. I'm just not feeling good at all. I'm feeling really peckish and just kind of not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to wash my face, and I am going to make myself some hot tea and put a little bit of honey and lemon in it, and take some vitamin C. And also, I think I'm going to try to get in for a mega dosing of vitamin C tomorrow, because I think that that will boost my immune system and get me like feeling better and everything, because we have two towns that we are visiting, one tomorrow and then one the next day. And we also have a horse and buggy ride scheduled. And oh my gosh, it's freezing out. And if I have an earache, anyway, I'm not going to get started again. So anyway, I'll check back with you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. Cannot believe the days are going so fast. Yeah, so today's topic is kind of an odd one, but I thought that we could go over it together. But before we get to that, I just wanted to be really honest with you guys and say I am having the worst day ever. I wanted to keep all the vlogs real, raw, and leave you guys uplifted. But I woke up today, well, last night I did not sleep at all. I just kept waking up in like this panic. And I don't know why. It just was what it is. And then I woke up and of course I'm grumpy because I'm tired. I've got bags under my eyes. And I didn't do my hair today because I just could not be bothered. And I had like 2 hours to get all my emails done. I had a brand that I'm working with for Christmas, and I needed to do some stuff for that. I needed to do some stuff for Vlogmas, and then I needed to do something for Pretty and Polished. And all I wanted to do was pull the blanket back over my head and go back to sleep. That's all I wanted to do. I did not want to get out of bed. I did not want to do it. So what I did, when I get to this point where I just feel like I hit a wall and I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm in pain. Oh, I was in extra pain because it was very cold last night. And when it gets really cold out, my body just does not react very well. So what I do is I find a ritual to kind of ground me, to keep me from spinning off and letting the rest of the day go down to the crapper. And second thing I do is I reason with myself and I compromise with myself. So the first thing that I did is I got up and I stayed with my normal habit or ritual of the morning, and I got up, I washed my face, and I went and I got a cup of hot mint tea. It just sounded so calming. Instead of getting my coffee, I got, the tea, and then I went back and cuddled up in the blankets, and I put on the morning news, and I usually watch just a recap of what's going on in the world, and then I go on to answering emails. So I forced myself to go ahead with my morning ritual, and that usually kind of brings me out of my funk a little bit. And if that doesn't work, then I go on to reasoning and compromising with myself. So I had about an hour left before I had to get ready for work for a video relay. And I just was like, I just don't want to do anything, So I compromised. I went in and I found out that I had a paid day off that I had not taken, a sick day. And I also have FMLA if I need it for cancer reasons. But I didn't want to use FMLA hours because it really wasn't for that. It was more just I was in a funk. And yes, partly physical, but mostly emotional. So I went ahead and made a deal with myself. I could take off today from Video Relay, but I could not take off from Pretty and Polished and from Vlogmas. I had to go ahead and deal with that. And that, just that one action of taking something off my plate just gave me a huge relief, and I felt more positive and I felt like I could make it through the day. So that's where I'm at today. But what I wanted to talk about when you are feeling overwhelmed physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever the holiday brings you, if it's grief, loss of a loved one, if it's physical, like you just can't, you just don't feel like doing what you need to do, and your body is saying, I can't do it, and you're feeling like just like you hit a wall. There's some simple things that I've done and I wanted to pass on to you, and hopefully it'll be helpful. So the first thing I've already talked about was healing through simple rituals. And that can be individual to each person. It can be, these are some examples that I pulled off of offline, and they seem pretty good. I might try some of them. But my ritual is to wash my face, get a cup of tea or coffee, and just relax and start the day, catching up on the news and then watching a video and then hitting the ground running. That's my ritual, my morning ritual. So, but here's some good, I thought these were good. I might try them. One is simple sensory moments can calm the nervous system and bring you back into your body, especially during grief or stress. Examples: stepping outside to breathe in the cold morning air, which that I am going to try to do, because anytime I'm out in nature, I start feeling instantly better. If I've been inside too long, I start getting like that seasonal disorder thing and I get depressed. So getting outside, taking a nice big fresh breath air, that sounds like a really good one. We can try that. Maybe we can try that together. Let me know if you do. Second one is gathering eggs or walking the farm slowly and mindfully. Okay, so I did that the other day. That's actually in our intro. Walking around the farm, getting the eggs, playing with the animals, petting the dogs and the cats, and loving on the grandbabies. All of that is definitely a grounding moment, sensory moment for me. So maybe for you it could be petting your animal, your dog, your cat, writing a letter, listening to music, reading a poem, reading your Bible, reading a daily devotion, calling your daughter and having a morning chat, or, just whatever grounds you and brings you back into a calm state. Okay, so the next one is pretty simple. I think we all could do this. This is when you feel like you're spinning out and you're just like panicked and like you can't deal with what the day is going to bring you. It says wrap yourself in a warm sweater or blanket. And according to this article, the sensory, the feeling of the warm blanket going around you and the tightness and like that cuddly feeling is what they call a sensory grounding. So that is something simple we can all do. Get a blanket and get a cup of hot tea and curl up and wrap up in a blanket and take a deep breath. Or I think I might try going outside, taking a deep breath of cold air, and then coming in and wrapping up in a blanket. So that was several examples. Now the second thing, daily comfort rituals. Building rhythms that support your heart. All right, now we're not talking about your physical pounding heart. We're talking about your emotional heart. And basically, same thing, a ritual, a morning coffee ritual, a slow skincare routine, a journaling in your gratitude journal, reading scripture or affirmations, sitting in a cozy spot with a soft lighting. All of these things can be, just healing. So this week, I want today, in fact, I want to take some time and I'm going to give myself a nice facial. I am going to use my massage, neck massager, and maybe do my nails and just do a little bit of self-care and self-pamper. So I would encourage you guys to do the same. Take some time out of your Christmas shopping, your baking, getting ready, and just slow down and practice some really good self-care. All right. Let's see. Now this one basically says take a walk, which is a good thing. Whenever you're feeling like you've got extra energy and extra anxiety and stuff, take a walk. And if you can't walk too far, the suggestion is just to walk around your house, walk around your neighborhood, walk up and down your driveway, walk to get the mail. Just take a walk. Because as you move your body, that anxiety that is building up inside of you, and it's like, instead of getting to that point, it's moving out and it's funneling out of you instead of staying inside of you, if that makes any sense. So take a walk. All right. Those are the things that I am going to do today. And I encourage you to try these things. Sometimes you hear of these different things and you're like, oh, that'll never work for me. And then you'll give 10 reasons why it won't work for you. But really, have you tried them? And how do you know they won't work for you? I mean, honestly, it's like sometimes we get in a rut where we think we know ourselves so well that we just know that that's not going to be something we would enjoy. Or I would never do that because ... So I'm going to challenge you guys to think out of the box. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone and go ahead and try the different suggestions that I'm giving you today and see if they work. If they don't work, then what do you have to lose? If they do work, I want to hear about it in the comments. Let me know. Tell me what your grounding ritual is. What is your way when you're spinning out? What do you do that works to calm yourself? Drop me a comment and let me know. If it is something crazy and outlandish, but it calms you, I want to know. Drop it in the comments and let's talk about it. Now, I know that some of you have lost loved ones, and this is your first Christmas without them. And I have a friend, I think I've talked to you about her before. Her 14-year-old son died. I think he's 14, almost 15, passed away, and this is their first Christmas without him. And she's got other children that she has to keep going for, and she said that she just feels like she's spinning out of control. And what helped her, we were talking today via DM, and what helps her and what helps me is fashion. We love to create outfits and create content and different outfits and different hairstyles and, color palettes and what have you. We like to learn about PR and buyers and how people, different fabrics to different sweaters, and I mean, it goes on and on and on. So that was her way of grounding herself, was digging in and creating some beautiful outfits, creating some good cityscapes, some street style outfits, some stuff that she could tactily, physically do to process her grief in a positive way. Another thing that she mentioned is every time she just feels like that elephant is on her chest and she can't move forward, is she takes and does something special with her 2 children, and they do something to remember their loved one. And I remember when Michael passed away, we did that. And we made a memory book. And yeah, I mean, there's just different ways to process grief. But what I'm trying to get at is it doesn't have to be just lighting a candle, drinking a cup of tea. It doesn't have to be, standing outside on the barefoot in the dirt in the cold, feeling the air. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Like for Rachel, it was creating outfits and scrolling Pinterest for new ideas. That was how she is surviving, partly. So I challenge you to come up with something that can get you through the holidays and keep you grounded. And don't forget the compromise part. Now, the compromise part, I think sometimes we don't want to do as women. We don't like to compromise with ourselves. We'll compromise with other people and we'll give, but we as women do not want to for example, normally I would say, no, I got to go to work. I can't miss a day. I got to save that time. What if this happened? What if that happens? I need those hours. And, that's my norm. But when I apply the compromise rule, I weigh things out and I think, okay, I feel like I can't do anything, but I'm going to compromise and I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do that. So the compromise rule, I don't want to call it a rule, but concept, can be applied in many, many different things. You can compromise, like say you have a list of stuff to do and you have to go, say, Christmas shopping, and you have 5 people to buy for, and you're feeling just like exhausted, your body hurts, you do not want to do it. Okay, that's fine. Take 2 people, compromise with yourself, do 2, and then do 3 the next day. Let yourself rest. Give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself grace. Show yourself some grace, and don't push yourself beyond what you're capable. And maybe you're capable of it, but what your spirit needs, because sometimes our spirit needs something different than what our mind is saying, if that makes sense. So like if I don't feel like doing something and something's really bothering me, and then I force myself and I go ahead and do it, then it bothers me even more. But if I go back, take a step, and I kind of figure out what it is that is bugging me, and then say, you know what, that's bothering me, I'm not going to do it. Or I am going to compromise with myself and I'm going to do this but not that. So those are my words of encouragement for you guys today. And gentle healing, be calm, show yourself grace, and practice some good self-care. And let's make it through the holidays together. And that will be the end of Vlogmas Day 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Vlogmas Day 4. This is Too Cute for Cancer, signing off.